Hi, my name is Margot Purdy, and I'm the Career Events Coordinator for the College of Engineering. Thank you so much for volunteering your time for the Walmart STEM resume reviews taking place on February 25th. We really appreciate you taking the time to help our students prepare for the STEM Virtual Career Fair the first week of March. So I wanted to go over how this event will work to kind of help you out before you arrive. It's going to take place in Microsoft Teams, and you should have received a link via email. You'll come into the team group that looks like this. This is what the icon looks like. STEM Resume Reviews hosted by Walmart. And there are 5 channels within this team group. General announcements, employer break room, which is locked and employers are the only ones allowed, and career services staff. Students are not allowed in here. The help desk, which anybody can access, and the student lobby waiting room. So the first channel, the general, is basically just a welcome that tells students that they need to go to the announcements channel to get their instructions to get started, and employers to please visit the employer break room. If you are an employer and for some reason cannot access this channel, please let us know in the help desk channel, and we will figure out what to do to get you in there. The announcements, which is geared for the students and gives the students instructions, basically just tells them what they need to do in the student lobby waiting room to have their resume reviewed. I do want to share with you what they're being told, just so that you know what to anticipate. They're being instructed to have their resume open and ready on their desktop so they can easily screen share during their time with you, the employer volunteer. They're being told that to post in the student lobby waiting room their name, major, and classification, along with I am here to have my resume reviewed. For example, if I was a student, I would say Margot Purdy, Industrial Engineering, Junior, I am here to have my resume reviewed. Then they are to wait for an employer volunteer to like their message first and then click the video call. Then you can start your resume review. So that's what the students are being told, and they will be doing this in the student lobby waiting room. Employers, when you arrive, you can go into the employer break room. There are written instructions to remind you what you need to do. Just telling you that students will post a message in the student lobby waiting room channel that includes their name, major, classification, and that they're ready to have their resume reviewed. I do ask that employers please go up to the top of the page, the oldest post first, and work your way down so that students aren't waiting for a really long time and we try to hit them in the order that they arrive. You're going to like their message first. I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then you're going to hover over their initials or their photo and click the video call icon button to start a video call meeting with the student. Students cannot access this break room. If you need a minute to just kind of take a break because you've been bombarded with resume reviews, you can come in here and relax. Or if you have a question and you don't want the student to see it, you can come in here and ask, and one of the career services team members will answer your question. The help desk, students and employers can come into the help desk, so just know that if you do post something in here, students can see it. And a career services staff member will answer your question and help you. The student lobby waiting room. The students are again instructed what they needed to do. Here's my example where I would put my name, my major, my classification, and then I'm ready to have my resume reviewed. An employer will come up. If the employer or anybody kind of hovers over this, the icon button comes up, and all you have to do is click the like. And then you'll hover over the initials. I have to go to a different Teams group that's already been finished to show you what it looks like. Give me 1 second. So here's an older event, resume review event, where in the student lobby waiting room, after the student's message has been liked, you hover over the initials, and then the option for the video call pops up. This is where you want to click to initiate the call with the student. please do not click up here where it says meet with the video camera. If you click up here, you are going to start a video meeting with the entire Teams group. We don't want to do that. To do it with the individual student, you hover over the initials, camera. I can't click this to show you because it will call Kendra, but it will start calling Kendra. Hopefully she's followed instructions and has her resume on her desktop ready to share with you, and then you can get started with your resume review. To give you a few guidelines for what to include in your resume review with students, first we ask, because it can get crowded at times and we don't want to keep anybody waiting for too long. A lot of times students come between class, or it's, they have to go to work, they might not have a lot of time. So we just ask that you keep the resume reviews to 10 to 15 minutes, 15 minutes max. And really the only pieces of advice that we like to give employers is to be honest but be kind. This is the first time many students are receiving advice from an outside source other than a professor, a family member, or a career services staff person. So be honest but be kind, and use the opportunity for confidence building and providing as much constructive feedback as possible. Provide suggestions and critiques that are true for the industry as a whole, not your personal preferences. For example, you may be okay with a 5-page resume, but you know that most employers aren't. So I wouldn't counsel the student about the 5-page resume being okay, regardless of how you feel about it. And we do want to make sure that students are hitting the basic pieces of information, that they include their education, professional and/or classroom experience, appropriate community involvement, any organizations, student organizations that they're involved with that are geared specifically towards their major, or even if it's Greek life, just that anything that shows their leadership skills and involvement, team player, that should be included on there. If employers feel a student needs help with formatting or knowing what to include on their resume, you can direct them to the University of Arkansas Career Development Center website. There are engineering and STEM specific resume examples on the website for students to refer to, and these were all created by our counseling team. So you can always direct them there if you feel that they need help with that area. So that's about it as far as the actual reviewing of the resumes. Again, we really appreciate your time doing this for our students. It's very much appreciated by the students and by us. It's very valuable for them in preparing them for attending the STEM Virtual Career Fair and in the future when they start to interview for internships and jobs. If you have any questions, most of you have my email, but in case you don't, you can email me at mp064@uark.edu. And we look forward to seeing you the day of the event. Thanks again. Have a great day.